All right, let's see now. Yeah, there we go. All right. Haha! Easy fix. What's up, Guardian fans? We are in for our 2023 season. Looking forward to it. Welcome on in. Oh my gosh, let's go. It's going to be a great game. We play the Seattle Mariners tonight. Get pumped. We are going to take care of business. They're not even going to know what hits them. This is going to be a fantastic game. We got Shane Bieber on the mound going up against Luis Castillo. You can see there's the lineups on the screen right there for everybody to enjoy. In the chat, tell me what's up. How you doing? Are you excited for the Guardians and Mariners? Frank says, let's go, M's. I think it's going to be a good year for the Mariners. I actually really do. I think they're going to be a good squad. I think they have a better pitching rotation. Let's talk about them first before we get to our Cleveland Guardians or the Indians, as I just call them. But Rodriguez, he had a good year. I think he digresses. He takes a step back this year. You got Wong. France is always a good player. Hernandez, I'm not sure he's going to stay in that 4 slot. Raleigh, good catcher there. Not bad behind the plate. I'll take him over Zunino any day of the week. In fact, Zunino used to play with the Mariners, and we're going to go on a rant for about 2 hours about Mike Zunino here in a minute. But Suarez, good addition. Crawford at the bottom, Stella. Kalensik. Good players, good young squad. Just like the Guardians last year, they had a little bit of an issue when it came to, making it to that next step in the playoffs. Do the Mariners, or can they this year get to that next step, or get to the ALCS and make a chance at a championship run in the next 5 years? I think the M's have what it takes, but I also think the Guardians have what it takes. And I do think with the pitching that the Guardians have, they're in a much better position. So let's talk about the lineup tonight, because we are all about the Cleveland Guardians. What do you guys think about the lineup for the Guardians tonight? Let me know in the chat, please. Say hello. Welcome in, friends, new friends. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do. We're going to do a ton, I think over 60 Guardian watch-alongs this season. I'll go over the schedule for the next couple weeks here in a bit. But let's look at the Guardians starting lineup here. Quan, love him at the 1. He had a great season, but just kind of like Rodriguez did with the Mariners last year, I do think this guy takes a step back. I mean, can we really expect this youngster to be as good as he was out of the gate last year? I don't think we should expect it, but if he is, in all honesty, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to get off to a good start. Rosario, he's a great hitter there. I like him in the 2 spot. Ramirez, he better do something today, because the rest of my fantasy players that I chose yesterday, they started the day 0-11, and they're batting a $142 on the first day of the MLB season. And Ramirez was my number 1 pick yesterday, so if he doesn't do anything, it's going to be a long season on at least in terms of fantasy. Josh Bell, I think, was one hell of a pickup. I love this guy. I've loved him for years. I think he's going to be a good player for us. I'm not sure the 4 hole is where we're going to keep him. I actually think if you're going to get a youngster that comes out, maybe Brennan could find himself up a little higher, maybe in the 3, put Ramirez in the 4, and Bell maybe in the 2 or the 5. That's kind of where I like him. But hey, first game of the season, I know Tito's trying to figure out what's going on, and I definitely think there'll be some shakeups in the lineup as we move forward. We got Gimenez. We just locked that guy up for 7 years. Now, I'm not a big fan of locking people up for multiple years, over 3, 4. I think they just won't last. I don't think he'll be around 7 years from now in Cleveland. But hey, you locked him up. You made him happy. Hopefully that comes out on the field tonight. And then you got the youngster, as I talked about, Brennan. I think he's going to be a good player for us. I think that's right now. If you want to try him out in the 7, that's fine. I do think he moves his way up into the 3 hole by the end of the year. Zunino. I am not going to spend all this time as we get ready. We're just about 5 minutes here from first pitch or more because I see in Seattle they are introducing the players, but hopefully it starts somewhat on time. I want to talk about Zunino for 3 minutes, and then you're going to hear me talking about him throughout the game when he's up, and I won't talk about him anymore after that. But this guy sucks. He's one of the worst players I have ever seen in my entire life, and I don't know why we thought that this guy was going to come out and he was going to make us better. In fact, I think the organization of the Cleveland Guardians do not know that he's going to be a good player for them. And the reason why I say that, they carried 2 other catchers onto this opening day roster. I don't think they have confidence. The guy batted a .111 with 1 home run. He strikes out a ton. I lived in Florida when he was with Tampa. I lived in Seattle when he was with the Mariners. And now I live in Cleveland when he's with the Indians. This guy has been like what is that? That's a leech. He leeches to me. And I just cannot stand him. He's one of the worst players I've ever seen. That's all I'm going to say about him right now until he gets up at bat and strikes out. But I'm going to tell you this. Bo Naylor, who they brought up last year, who struck out, I think, 8 times in 10 at-bats or something like that, that guy is no better. So I don't know why all these people are saying that Bo Naylor should be up here in the major leagues. I mean, I would flip a coin whether Bo Naylor's better than Zunino. Those two should be shipped out to Japan and go find themselves with probably where Trevor Bauer is going to find himself here within the year, at the end of the year, playing for Tokyo. And then Miles Straw, I like him. He has some speed on the base. Finish that out. So let me know in the chat, guys. Smash that button, the like button, if you're coming in. Tell me if you're a Tribe fan. I'll try to get to all the chat. Al, what's up, buddy? I hope you're ready for some Guardians baseball. Looking forward to everybody hanging out with me. I'm going to try to do 60-plus games this season. So try to do 60-plus games. I actually had to merge over from YouTube TV to Fubo TV. Fubo TV, Fubo, not Fubu. That's, the clothing line back in the day. But Fubo TV, because it's the only place you can get it here in Cleveland, because God forbid YouTube TV has it. But hey, you might not be able to get it anywhere except for MLB.com if Bally Sports goes under. So we're still waiting, I think, to hear on that. Welcome in, guys. Smash that like button. Opening day ceremonies going on in Seattle. Let me know what you guys think about the lineup. Let me know what you guys think the Cleveland Indians are going to do. I know, Al, you know what? This is not how I wanted to start the season. I hate how we start with this West Coast swing. It's like you get pumped up. I do not expect anybody to stay up with me, in all honesty, and who knows, maybe I fall asleep halfway through. But the good news is, and let's talk about that before we get started, let's talk about the rule changes. Does anybody have a favorite rule change? And I'm going to tell you, I'm not a fan of the pitch clock, but in this case, I mean, at least I won't be up till 2, 3 in the morning, so that's great. I'm not a big fan of the pitch clock. I'm a traditionalist. I like the fact, take your time in the game, go through it. I think it just makes it a little more exciting, especially in the big postseason games. Now, with that said, I do have kind of a rule change that not many people are discussing, you could say, in social media, but one of my favorite rule changes right now is that you can only throw over to first base twice. I think that's fantastic. Because, let's be honest, if you get rid of that rule, right, or if you get rid of you can throw over as many times as you want, right there it probably cuts 15 minutes off the game, especially in those postseason games. But why I really love it is because after you throw over twice, if you got a runner on base, he is taking off on first movement. That is fantastic. I think it's going to make baseball way more exciting. You're going to see many more stolen base opportunities. And not to go back to Zunino, but maybe that's why they kept him. Because if he can do one thing, he can throw the ball a lot better than he can hit the ball. So we'll see. We'll see. Al says, but after 14 rainouts and delays last year, what can you expect? Yeah. No, I agree, Al. It's kind of like pick your poison, right? It's pick your poison. All right, guys, we are getting ready here for first pitch. We got the teams I think Seattle's taking the field right about now. Smash that like button if you are ready for baseball. We're going to do some play-by-play. I hope you guys like the new graphics. I found a new way. I'm going to be interactive with you guys with the score, with the runners on base, with the outs. I'm still kind of working on how to show like where in the lineup we are. So tonight it's just the lineup cards are just gonna look like that. But I'll get 1% better each and every time. So Luis Castillo, 25 starts, 8-6 record, 2.99 ERA last season. I believe in the postseason he had a little bit of trouble, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong there. But remember, he did come over in that trade from Cincinnati. He was really good with Cincinnati. He's a strikeout pitcher per se. That's kind of gone down in the last couple years, so not as much. But I do like him. He's definitely their number one. Now, with that said, I think after him, there's a lot of different guys that you could look at that could maybe be juggled in that order on their rotation. Whereas that's where I think Cleveland is just a notch above the Seattle Mariners. They do have that 1-5 great rotation. Unfortunately, we did lose McKenzie, so we'll see how that plays out. All right, Stephen Kwan's getting ready to bat. We are ready to get started here. First pitch for the Cleveland Guardians in 2023. Welcome in, guys. If you could, smash that like button. Tell me, anybody have a World Series prediction? Would love to hear a World Series prediction. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Mariners defense being set up there. Like I said, I like Raleigh behind the plate. I think he's a good player there. I do think he is going to take a step back also. I think he kind of had a good season hitting. I think we don't see that as much out of him tonight. Who we got behind the plate? We got Mark Carlson. Okay. Jordan Baker, Gibson, Miller. All right, nothing of note there to say on the umpires. Play ball has been set. The first pitch by Castillo is a ball outside. 1-0 to Stephen Kwan. And there's that pitch clock. I do like that they found a spot to put it so we know what's going on. Ball 2 outside, 1-1 to Stephen Kwan. Now this guy, he got off to such a hot start last season. Just unreal. Almost hit 300 in 147 games. 1-1 pitch inside. 2-0 pitch inside. It's 3-0. And this is where I think you're going to find out which pitchers like to take their time and which pitchers don't. It looks like Castillo is going a little fast. That one's right down the middle. 3-1 pitch is good. I do have on the other television the Angels and the Athletics. That is our Patreon play of the day. We went over 7. The 3-1 pitch is just on the outside corner. 3-2. I'm not sure that actually, that was borderline. And now we can already start the argument of the robot umpires. The 3-2 pitch, and Kwan gets underneath that, pops it out to short left, and the third baseman there is going to retire him. That is Suarez. So 1 down. And let's see if I can get this right. We're going to fill that, and let's see if it goes up on the screen. There we go. 1 down. Look at that. Look how easy that was. All right. Love it. So, Ahmed Rosario's coming up. He's in the 2-hole. Castillo. I will tell you, guys, the speed of these games, I'm a traditionalist. I'm not a fan of this. I mean, it's just... What if I have to go take a piss? I'm going to miss like 4 innings. 0-1 pitch to Rosario. That is a swing and a miss. Took a little something off that. 0-2. Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, is anybody a fan? Do you guys like the speed of the games? Let me know. Let me know what your favorite new rule change is. A high heater inside gets him, and Rosario goes down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Man, I don't know what Rosario was swinging at that pitch. It's up by his elbow. I guess it just looked too good. I mean, it was closer to his eyeball than the ball was to the bat. So, Jose Ramirez, this is it. This is my number 1 pick in fantasy. Let's see if he can get me going. Takes one right down the middle. Well, maybe a little low in the strike zone, but it was called a strike there. Coming off 157 games, 126 RBIs. You think you can't probably top that this year. Wow. All right, Carlson's got a pretty wide strike zone here on the outside part of the plate. Ramirez shakes his head. He's down in the count 0-2 here. And Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Mariners fans on their seat. Castillo winds and deals. There's a chopper to first base, and it'll be stepped on. That is France, and it goes 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first inning. So, not really how the Guardians wanted to start, but listen, they got their ace up there, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Bieber comes out and what he does, for sure. All right, so commercial break. Finally get to take a breath, man, with how fast these games are. So just an FYI, we are in play. Angels Athletics, our Patreon play was over 7. We actually had a great on our member card today. We had Mets, Marlins. We had over 7 in that game, or 6.5 or 7. It ended up at 8. Got a little lucky there. The bullpens kind of blew that one wide open. And then, I want to say we got lucky, but to be honest, we had Rangers money line. They spotted the Phillies 5 runs and then put up an 11 spot on them. They ended up winning, I think, 11-7. So we are going for the sweep on opening day in the MLB here. Our free pick, though, it did lose. We had Cubs and Milwaukee Brewers over 7. Cubs put up a 4 spot right after the Brewers had the bases loaded, I think with 2 outs, and they couldn't put anything on the board. Good outing there by Marcus Stroman. He looked pretty good today. He had a good spring. I expected Corbin to be a little bit worse, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's having a great night. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys for the entire Guardians season. If you're in the chat, please say hello. Love to know who's in here hanging out with me. Also, if you could, smash that like button. Let's get at it. Let's have a good evening of watching some baseball. Bieber is being interviewed, or he was interviewed. That's up on the screen right now. And there's our man from Bally Sports talking. What's up, Chip Bids? Go Tribe, man. Go Tribe. I'm wearing... My buddy gave me this free. It's a hockey jersey, as Bieber's first pitch of the season is... What the... That was called a strike 9 times in the top of the first inning, and it's ball 1. Oh, my God. And there's a foul off, as that is Rodriguez just missing that one. That would have been bad if he got a hold of that. But all right, 1-1 here to Julio Rodriguez, who won Rookie of the Year last season, 284, and a swing and a miss as Bieber kind of pulled the string there on him. 1-2 to Rodriguez for the Mariners. Bottom of the first getting started here in what looks like a lovely night in Seattle, Washington. Just off the corner of the plate there to make it 2-2. Bieber, hopefully he can stay healthy. He's a number 1 pitcher if he can stay healthy and keep up his velocity. The 2-2 pitch down low, and Zunino can't hold on to that, but doesn't matter. Nobody's on base, and we are going to see our first 3-2 count from Bieber in the first matchup of the night with the Mariners. So, 3-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Bieber gets the K. And Rodriguez just could not lay off of it. It was well off the plate, a little slider across the plate, but yeah, just could not lay off that. Man, Bieber was 3rd in the NL or AL last year in innings pitched at 200, 288 ERA and 31 starts, 13-8, strikeouts 198. He had good velocity, rarely walks hitters, so you saw that in the first one, and his first pitch to Wong is going to be down low for a ball. 1-0 to Wong. Let's get it going. Come on, Bieber. Strike out the side, baby. Let's start it off good. I do have a totals on the Guardians to go over their total. I did send that out. I actually put a bet on the Guardians to win the World Series along with the Padres and the Brewers. The Guardians and the Brewers were kind of flyers there. 2-0 pitch going to be right in there for a strike. 2-1 as Wong has not taken that bat off his shoulder. Chip Vids, man, I think he gets 7 Ks the way he's looking here. There's a nice pitch on the outside corner that is hit foul. 2-2 to Wong. Bell, get a hit. Like it. You got the Guardians to win the AL pennant. That's awesome, man. Me and you, let's go. Let's go. Let's get those winners. If they win that, I just need one more. One more series after that. 2-2 pitch coming from Bieber. Let's get that second K. And it is hit deep to right field, but plenty of room. And that is going to be caught just about 10 feet shy of the warning track by Miles Straw. So, 2 down. Oh, see, I'm already missing out on that. This is new to me this year. 2 down. There we go. So, France is going to be the batter here, right-handed batter. I like France a lot. I think this guy actually could be a better star than some of these other kids on this team. The 0-0 pitch there is off. Oh, my God. Like I said, Carlson behind the plate is really calling some borderline pitches on the outside corners to either hitter, right hand, left hand. 0-1 pitch. That is crushed for a single to the left side, and that is going to just stay a single. So, runner on first for the Mariners here with 2 down. Let's go. If you guys are coming in, let me know who do you think's going to win the World Series this year, man? Smash that like button if you could. It'd be cool to get up to like 20, 30 likes today. That'd be awesome, especially for the first game of the season. We're going to be doing over 60 games this season. We're going to be doing watch-alongs. Bieber with a man on first. He's got to work quickly, or I guess a little less quickly, but he does work quickly here to Hernandez, who swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-1 here. We'll see what France does. Takes his lead. 0-1 pitch. Bieber looks in, and it is down low. 1-1. I'm very fond of this Seattle team. If the I wish they were in the NL because I could root for them more, but I am very fond of this team, and their ballpark is beautiful. Not as good as Jacobs Field. That is off the plate. 2-1 to Hernandez. By the way, I call it Jacobs Field still. I know it's Progressive Field, but in my mind, it's always going to be Jacobs Field. Anybody agree that it's always going to be Jacobs Field? And to be honest, it's always going to be the Gund. And there's a 2-2 count on Hernandez as he swings and misses. Al, man, you need a Nerfy? Well, we better get that guy off first base. Come on, let's go. Yeah, always the Jake, man. Always the Jake. I love it. 2-2 pitch. Bieber looks in, gets a sign, and he doesn't get the sign. All that shit's done electronically now. You know what? That's why that's why Tom Hamilton's probably on his way out. He can't use any of his good phrases because the game's changing. I love Hammy. Hammy's is the best play-by-play baseball announcer by far. All right, Bieber, 2-2 pitch, and outside, 3-2. Like I said, Bieber does not walk batters. 36 last year in 200 innings. This guy just does not do it. So, we got a 3-2 pitch here. France, we'll see if he's on the move. Remember, you can throw over 2 times. Bieber looks in, 3-2 pitch on the way, and he strikes him out! Let's go, Bieber! We go to the top of the second. Guardians 0, Seattle 0. Let's go. I love it. I love it. We got the 4, 5, 6 hitters, Bell, Naylor, and Gimenez all coming up. No runs in the first. There we go, Al. You hit your three-legger. That is fantastic, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. If you guys are new to our channel, hey, it's commercial break. I'm going to do a little housekeeping, as my buddy Ian says. Welcome on in. My name's Matt. Cleveland native, Cleveland fan. Browns, Guardians, not the Cavs. Sorry. But I'm starting to get on board. I'm starting to get on board with the Cavs. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up in years to come. But hey, take a moment, hit that subscribe button if you could. We're going to do over 60 Guardian watch-alongs. We also have a fun thing called the Wheel of Winners that we do in the 7th inning. If you're one of our Patreon fans, you can win more money over there, but there's always chance for anybody who's not a Patreon fan to win some money as well. So, yeah, lots going on. Let me just tell you while we're at commercial break, our upcoming Guardians watch-along schedule. We are going to be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m., Then on Sunday, the 2nd of April, we will be here at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Monday the 3rd at 9:40. Tuesday the 4th at 9:40. And Saturday the 8th at 6:10 p.m. There's a couple more after that, but then we kind of have to figure out for the next, couple weeks after that when we'll be able to watch, only because the NHL playoffs will start, and I'm a huge Pittsburgh Penguins fan, and they had a massive win today to stay in that second wild card spot. They have a chance to really get the first wild card spot too, but would love to see them get to the playoffs for, I think it'd be a record 17th or 18th year in a row. So here we go, Josh Bell, this guy, let's go. We picked you up for a reason. Castillo's first pitch right there on the outside corner, 85 miles an hour for a strike. So 0-1 pitch from Castillo to Bell off the outside, 1-1. I hope so. My only thing with them is the 1-1 pitch comes in, Bell gets a hold of it, but it goes foul down the left-hand side. The only thing with me, Vids, is quite honestly, sometimes I think when they get paid, they get a little lazy and complacent because they already got their money. So that's my only thing. Ooh, check swing there on 1-2 by Bell. They appeal. It does not look like he went. It was close to the pitch anyway. 2-2's the count. Josh Bell. Castillo. The pitch on 2-2. That is ripped foul on the right-hand side. 2-2 stays the count. Al, you need the Angels minus 1.5 for a 3-legger? That's awesome, man. And the D-backs money line. Oh, man, you're on fire. Let's go. I'd take some runs there in the A's game as well. 2-2 pitch. That is a little bit low there. And it is going to be 3-2 here to the leadoff hitter. Let's get a runner on base. Come on, baby. Castillo with the 3-2 pitch. And that is hit up the middle, right to the shortstop. Played very well defensively there by the Seattle Mariners. And that is going to be... I didn't take that guy off first. There we go. That is going to be out number 1. Oh, all right. Well, here's Josh Naylor, and I don't mind him as much as I do his brother Bo, so I'll root for Josh Naylor, and he fouls that one off his left shin. 0-1 the count. That one was right down the middle, and he kind of sized that up like it looked like a softball, but he just couldn't get a hold of it. So the count goes 0-1. Castillo's already thrown about 20 pitches here. It doesn't feel like it because it's been only like 3 minutes of pitching, as that one goes right down the middle to make it 0-2. So 0-2 coming. 6 seconds, 5, 4, pitch clock's winding down. Castillo throws, and that one fouled off again by Josh Naylor to make it or keep it there at 0-2. Let's see if we can't get a single. Come on, Naylor. Let's go, buddy. Just get on base. Let's get a runner. I want to see with the new rule, I want to see, can Tito, is he going to stay aggressive? I assume he is on the base pass. Naylor hits a deep fly ball, but it's not going to be far enough. It's going to get, again, about 10 feet from the warning track, and that one easily taken there by Rodriguez. 2 down in the inning, and up comes our newly signed long-term contract deal in Gimenez. So, let's see what he does. First pitch there. Ooh, not great. I don't know if he got fooled by that, but it was a check swing where he did not hold up in the least. 0-1 in the count. He was 10th in the AL last year, batting .297. Castillo, a bit of a wild inside pitch. It goes all the way back to the backstop. So 1-1's the count to newly re-signed Gimenez here. They have Ramirez and Gimenez. That's the core guys for the foreseeable future as he takes a big cut there. It's 1-2. Castillo's dealing. He's working fast. The first batter, he I think went 3-0, but ever since then he's looked good, and he's going to get Gimenez to fly to left field. Is it going to get out of play? It is not. It's going to be caught there by the third baseman Suarez. 1, 2, and pretty damn quick 3 outs here in the top of the second inning. We go to bottom 2, 0-0 Guardians and Mariners. Guys, how's it going in the chat? How we doing? Welcome in. Smash the like button if you just joined us. Looking forward to hanging out with everybody for the entire baseball season. I just came back from a break. I didn't really go on vacation. I came back. I wanted to take some weeks off because I really didn't know where I wanted my channel to go. You know, during NFL season, I do NFL, college football, and then live stream, you know, all the Browns games and Monday night and Thursday night games. And, you know, like last year, I did every single day. I did like all the different sports in a free pick video every single day. And it could have been one day, it could have been NBA, one day it could have been NHL. So then I got the idea. I'm like, maybe I should do an NBA and an NHL. And that just became so much work. And it was just overwhelming. I didn't even want to do it anymore. So I took some weeks off, and I had really kind of had a powwow and thought to myself, you know what? I do the live streams for the Browns, and I'm all about football. And if you know me personally, I'm all about baseball, and I'm a huge Indians/Guardians fan. So I think moving forward, it's going to be Cleveland Indians and baseball in the NFL offseason, and it's going to be NFL and Browns and / college football during that season. And there's a little overlap there in September and October, hopefully. Maybe November for the Guardians, but so that's kind of why I've been gone for a little bit, but excited to be back. Bottom of second here, 0-0. Bieber looking good as he is 4 batters in. He did give up a hit there in the first inning, and he's going to face the catcher Raleigh here. God, this guy Carlson, if you are a bettor, make a note of this guy Carlson because he already looks like a pitcher's umpire. It's 0-1 as that one was down in the zone, out of it really, and it was called a strike. This one's hit foul, but it does come back into play, and it is caught for the first out by the left fielder. That is Stephen Kwan out there. So 1 down in the inning, a quick one after 2 pitches. It was tailing towards what looks like maybe the stands, and then the wind brought it back. He even had to come back, and it almost fooled him there. But nice catch there by Stephen Kwan. Maybe some early season, not jitters. These guys don't get nervous, but mistakes. A little bit of a change up there on the first pitch by Bieber. 86 miles an hour to Suarez for a strike. 0-1. Suarez used to play for the Reds as well. That one is hammered into the gap. Are we going to get to it? We are not. It's going to bounce against the wall. There is going to be Kwan, and he's going to throw it into second. Gimenez does get it, but Suarez goes into second with a double. And the Seattle Mariners have a runner on second base with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Come on, guys. Not guys. Come on, Bieber. He hung that right over the middle of the plate, and Suarez, who's a good hitter, as I mentioned, was with Cincinnati during Cincinnati when they had that fire sale last year, really. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't know. He was one of the players that went. The Reds have been in rebuilding for like 35 years now. First pitch there to Kalinick. I think it's Kalinick. I think I'm saying that right. Jared Kalinick is a strike, 0-1 on the right outside corner there. So Kalinick down in the count, 0-1. That is down in the zone to make it 1-1. Bieber thrown 26 pitches so far. I haven't really seen anything in these first few games of the day where there's been a ton of the pitch clock or, the batter clock coming into play. So maybe people just understand it's just going to be super fast. That one's off the plate there, 85 mile an hour, and it's going to be 2-1 to Kalinick. So, yeah. Al, I like that comment. You hope the kids don't get complacent with the new contracts. I would agree. You never know, though. You never know. Kalinick there does hit the 2-1 pitch foul. It is 2-2. My thing about My thing about the contracts, though, is I want to go back to, like, Watson. It's really the owners that I think are screwing this stuff up. I mean, I think they should all be in a meeting and be like, hey, this is the limit that we're going to, give out. 2-2 pitch. It's a wild pitch. Zunino, just give me an opportunity to talk shit about you to Zunino. Goes to the backstop, and that is going to be a runner on third. Come on, man. So 1 out, runner on third, 3-2 pitch is coming up. I think it hits the plate. I mean, it's a hard play, but I'm always going to give Zunino shit if I can. So, sorry, Zunino. What did we see here? What did we see here? We saw a time. Okay, we saw time by the batter. Anytime something happens, I'm going to always wonder if it's a pitch clock or a batter clock or something. I think it's going to be super confusing because they really don't announce it well. 3-2 pitch on the way, right down the middle, and he got him for the second out of the inning, and that is Bieber ringing another batter up on his way to those 7 Ks that you need, Vids. So, runner on third, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That's a good pitch. That's right there. That is absolutely right there. And Zunino frames it. It was over the knees. He didn't even need to frame it. So, Listella's up, and he takes one right down the middle again to make it 0-1. Both Castillo and Bieber getting ahead of their hitters with the exception of the first couple for the most part. Bieber with the 0-1. Zunino never got to him, but it's going to get to Steven Kwan in the left field, and it's to be caught for the third out of the inning. So, Bieber gives up about 3 hard-hit balls this inning. Only one of them got down, and it was a double. They end up on third with the pass ball, but no damage done as we go to the top of the third inning. Man, we are just flying through this game. It's 10:30. Look at this. We're already in the third inning. There's times, I will say maybe it is nice, but at the same time, I just feel like you don't get to enjoy the game as much. I don't know. We go to the top of the third. Al, I know that's called collusion, but since we're at commercial break and we're not really talking, we don't have to talk baseball all the time. Let me tell you this. Don't you think the owners are pissed of Haslam giving Watson like a ton of money like that? Because now, like, you've raised that bar where Watson's, in my opinion, not a top echelon. I mean, he hasn't played into, my thoughts on him. I won't even get into it. But I'm just saying, like, if you're going to give somebody that's upper middle class of a player, like, top tier money, then all the top tier people are going to expect higher than that. And I know that's, like, it's called collusion when you're getting, but they're also to blame for what's going to happen. I don't know. I just have so many thoughts on that. But all right, guys. No runs. Only 2 hits in the game so far through 2 innings. Bieber and Castillo are doing very well here. I should pull up some stats. I am going to actually score keep. I think I'm going to score keep. I bought a book to score keep while I do this. Like a proper, like baseball scorekeeper book, so I can look at it and I don't have to really pay attention to the stats. But I should bring up the box score just in case. So what do we have here? Yeah, 2 hits by Seattle. Nothing going so far for the Cleveland Guardians. And the first pitch there is going to be called what I would say is a ball, but Brendan, I think, took it as a strike because the home plate umpire is going to give that pitch all night. And, shit! That just hit Castillo. It went right up. It was a hammered ball up the middle. I'm not sure if it caught Castillo in the face or if he got enough of it where it just glanced off of him, or if it could have missed him completely. He looks like he's okay. But we are going to have a runner on first, by the way. That is going to end up being a single, so it is going to be our first hit of the game. As Brennan gets out, let me see this replay. And okay, it looks like it might have hit his the bill of his hat. That's what I'm seeing from that angle. Oh, maybe maybe it hits his glove or his. Let's see. Give me a better angle here, guys. Woo! I think it just grazed him. It just grazed him. He's fine. It knocked his. I think it got his hair, to be honest, which is very reminiscent of what do you call it? Derrick Henry's hair a little bit. Al, that's 100% right. Yes. I couldn't think of it, but that's exactly the analogy that I was looking for, or the example I was looking for. This is why the Lamar Jackson situation's playing out the way it is. It's absolutely ludicrous that it's doing it. So the NFL's gonna have to live with it, and they really didn't seem to care when it happened, especially given the circumstances. So it's kind of interesting to me that it did, but who knows? All right, after a couple of warm-up pitches, Castillo's good to go. We have a runner and a hit. Man on first. And here's the guy, Zunino. Castillo deals, and that is up and in for a ball. I'm telling you guys, this Zunino is one of the worst baseball players in the history of this game. Mike Zunino here with a 1-0 count. Runner on first. Castillo deals, and that is, that's been called a strike tonight, but that one was not. It was a little low. Ooh, it did hit his hair. I'm getting a better angle there. Yeah, so it hit his hair. Ooh, that could have been bad. Lucked out. Zunino, 2-0 pitch from Castillo. Swing and a miss through a heater by him at 95 miles an hour. 2-1. The adrenaline after that is got to pump your heart when you get that closely almost hit by a ball in the head. 2-1 pitch to Zunino. Runner on first. That's fouled off back. And here we go, guys. I'm going to say this all year long with 2 strikes. Waiting for the strikeout. This is all this guy does. He's one of the worst batters in the history of all the MLB, and you're going to get annoyed because I'm going to continue to say it each and every time. The 2-2 pitch from Castillo, swing and a miss, 96 mile an hour. What the fuck are you swinging at, Zunino? Get this guy off the team. I just can't with this guy. Oh. By the way, guys, Frank, he's awful. He's such a bad player. And by the way, I have taken this guy in fantasy. I have not taken him in the last 3 years in fantasy. He's been so bad. I did not take him this year. All right, so there is 1 down after Zunino strikes out. Runner still on first. That is going to be Brennan, who had that single up the middle. And we got Miles Straw, who's got a little bit of speed. Let's get him on the base pass, see if we can't knock him in with the top of the order coming up after this. 0-1 pitch to Miles Straw. And fouled. Man, he just missed that one. Fouled straight back. Straight back. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button if you could. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please make sure you do so. Be here all season for the Guardians. 0-2 pitch coming to Miles Straw. 1 down. Brennan on first. And a swing and a miss. And it looks like maybe that single up the middle that hit his hair jolted him a little bit. Revved up his engines because he is straight dealing the last 2 hitters. But to be fair, one of them was Zunino. So, all right, 2 down, top of third. But, hey, the no-hitter's gone. We got that one. And the top of the order we roll to was Steven Kwan last time up. What did he do? I think he struck out. Did he strike out? And he takes that one right up the middle. Last time up, no, he didn't strike out. I think he grounded out. Nope, foul out. This is why I'm waiting for my my score pad. All right, 0-2. 0-2. As he fouls that one back. Castillo looks good. He does look good. I was a little worried. I wanted to take him on fantasy, but I didn't take him because I was a little worried that he might not. Sometimes these guys fall off the map when they go with a new team, and the teams are. Oh, Kwon gets a hold of one left side. It's gonna go foul. Foul down the left side. In fact, that might have been able to be caught there by the left fielder. But it does stay 0-2 here. 2 outs. Yeah. Lamar is a 2-year-old, Al. I don't, yeah. If I know. That's a great point, man. I love it. I love that. All right, 0-2 pitch coming from Castillo. He's up to 40 here. I don't think we have this guy in a pitch count tonight, but we'll see. There is throw number 1 over to first base. So he's got one more. I don't think he's going to throw back over. I think he was just keeping Brennan honest here on an 0-2 pitch. And he should just worry about Quan as that pitch is up and out of the zone at 97 miles an hour. Castillo's just throwing some massive heat right now. 1-2 pitch, 2 outs. Brennan on first takes a mild lead in the timeout called there by Quan. I haven't really been paying any attention to the pitch clock, but it seems like nobody's getting close, in all honesty. And there is Castillo striking out his third of the inning, and that is going to end what was not even close to being a threat there. So we head to the bottom of the third, all tied up at zeros with, I believe it's Crawford, Rodriguez, and Wong on deck. Welcome in, guys. Grandstand Bettors here. Cleveland Guardians, all season long, 60-plus games. We'll do watch-alongs, and we'll do our Wheel of Winners in the middle of the 7th. The only thing that I can't do now, because I've switched the way that I do, if you have been with me for NFL games and stuff when we do the Wheel of Winners, usually I can share my screen, and I can do, I can show like that spinny thing. I unfortunately with this new format, I'm not able to do that. I take that back. I haven't figured out how to do that, so I'll try to get that figured out at some point. You'll just all have to trust me. All right. The other thing I just realized about baseball is there's no halftime, so there might be times during the game where I'm just gonna go take a, as my friend's son said, a wee. I might go take a wee. Oh. All right. So let's see here, guys. Let's check out some scores around the league. That Oakland LA game's not looking good to go over 7. But hey, neither were the Mets and the Marlins, and that ended up winning with 8 because of bad bullpens. So we'll see. Arizona's up 2-0. There you go, Al. You needed them money line. Angels, Oakland 0-0. Otani's pitching in the bottom of the 3rd right now. But we are back in Seattle. Bieber takes the mound. He has had a pretty good night. Kind of matching Castillo. He has 3 strikeouts. Castillo has 4. First pitch swing, and that's going to go into about mid-right field there. And Crawford is going to lead the Mariners off with a single to start the 3rd, bottom of the 3rd inning. So, runner on first. And hey, you know, with the quick pitching, that might be something a lot of hitters start doing a little bit more. I know some do against some pitchers, but I think we might see a little bit more first pitch swings this season because pitchers are going to want to work fast, and they're going to probably think that is going to be, I need to get it, you know, a strike right off the bat if we're going to go quick at this. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Somebody's going to probably, what would you call it, get that stat by the end of the season, right? How many first pitch swings this season? It is 1-1. I'm sorry, yeah, 1-1 to Rodriguez here as we are back to the top of the order for the Mariners. He just missed that one, fouled it straight back. Yankees won 5-0, and the second pitch that Aaron Judge saw today went to deep center. So he started off this season where he left things last season. The 1-1 pitch by Bieber. And that is crushed to right field. Absolutely hammered. And just at the warning track, Straw runs it down, throws it into second, And what a good catch there as he was about 5 feet from the wall. I'm telling you, though, Bieber's starting to get hit a little bit more, and it does worry me. I don't like what I've seen over the last 5 hitters from him, and this is where sometimes I think he can get hit. Not home runs. I'm not saying he's going to give up 5 runs, but I could see him giving up a big swing here. Rock, I'm watching the game on Fubo TV. Throw over to first, and that is keeping Crawford honest there on the first base side. So, Wong's up here, lefty against righty. Bieber looks in, right down the middle, and that was 86 miles an hour. Not great, Bieber. Not great. It didn't even look like an off-speed pitch. Or maybe he just hung a curveball there. But yeah. Wong 0 for 1 with a fly out here. Runner on first, 1 down, bottom third, 0-0 at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Bieber throws, and that's going to be... That was right... This guy behind home plate is absolutely killing me right now. It's right in the middle of the strike zone, and they call that a ball. 1-1. That's unreal, man. Unreal. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to second, bobbled, and they can't get the double play. He does the smart move, though. He goes to first. That is the guy they just signed, Gimenez, there at second base. So 2 down. Runner does move to second base, and it is going to be, I think, France coming up here with a chance to knock in a run. It is on Bailey's. I'm watching it on Bailey's, but I'm watching it on Fubo TV. Yeah, it's on... No, it's on Bailey's Great Lakes. Bailey's Great Lakes. Yeah, crazy Browns fan, man. It is. It is. And who knows? They might go bankrupt in the 6th inning. and they might cut the game off. I'm just enjoying it while we can. If you guys are coming in, hey, make sure, if you could, smash that like button. If you don't subscribe, please make sure you do so. We got an 0-1 count here to tie Tyler France, and that's outside 1-1. Runner on second base, that is Crawford. He got a leadoff single. Since then, we had a what should have been... I'm not sure if they're going to call that an error on Gimenez. I'm going to have to see if they do call that an error. In my mind, it should have been. It should have been. But you can't assume a double play, so they won't probably. You can't assume a double play, so yes, they won't. They won't call that. It's a 2-1 after that one goes into the dirt there. So 2-1 pitch coming up from Bieber. Just work on the pitcher or the batter, man. I hate how they keep an eye on the guy on second base. Just work on the hitter. Get him out, and you're out of the inning. Let's go. That is fouled off the end of France's bat to make it 2-2. One more strike. Come on, baby. Let's get your 4th strikeout. Let's match Castillo to this point. Let's go. Let's go. So, 2-2 pitch. What are we doing here? Oh, see, for there, I thought the timer was going to go off, but the umpire wasn't paying attention, so I think they at least have to wait for the umpire. By the way, I had Celtics +2 tonight. They won by 41. That was great. I love it. There's another wild pitch, and Crawford's going to take third. To be fair to Zunino, and I hate this guy, honestly, both pitches were well before the plate and pretty hard to stop. He actually did a good job to keep that one somewhat in front of him. But I don't care about Zunino. Bally's Great Lakes is opposed to Bally's, Ohio. I don't know. It's on Fubo TV. There is a little comebacker. Bieber underhands that over to first base and Naylor, and we get out of the inning and stay at zeros. That is what I'm talking about. Let's go. We are going to the top of the 4th inning. And there we go. Top of the 4th inning, 0-0. We do have, for those of you that are interested in Patreon or Patreon members, our Patreon play today was the A's and the Angels over 7 runs. We do have the Angels top of 4 here with no outs Runners on first and second. And I'll keep you updated if anything fun happens there. Yeah, crazy Browns fan. That's right. They weren't going to lose that game. I mean, it was just... But 140-99, man. 140-99? That's absolutely crazy. But listen, I can't stand the NBA. Like, games like that, this is why I don't watch the NBA. That game was over halfway through the first quarter. Well, to be fair to you, back-to-backs is another reason that stuff happens. But also, to be fair, Major League Baseball players play back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back. And I know they're not running up and down the court, but, I mean, I think NBA players are too soft. Well, I don't understand why nobody can play 82 games anymore. To me, it's a little ridiculous. But don't even get me going down that rabbit hole. They eat, they smoke, they drink. I mean, come on. Hockey players, by the way, nobody takes rested nights off as a hockey player, and I guarantee you, having skated and played hockey, there is a first pitch strike there. Who is that? That is going to go to Rosario. Having played hockey, that is way harder than it is to play physically, to skate up and down the ice, as Rosario is going to slowly ground out to shortstop, one down, and we're going to see Jose Ramirez come to the plate here. So you never see NHL players at all take a break. It's ridiculous. So they ain't doing too much. Hey, listen. LeBron could eat a cheeseburger if he wanted. That guy doesn't play between the 4th minute of the third quarter and like the 8th minute of the fourth quarter. That's like 35 minutes of real time. 0-1 pitch to Ramirez. Let's see if my fantasy baseball team can at least get one hit today. Let's go, buddy. God, this guy's all over the place. The same pitch thrown that was a ball with Bieber was just called a strike to make it 0-2 here on Ramirez. And we're going to get a catcher timeout here. 8 weeks with an elbow strain. Okay, yeah. Okay. Don't even get me started, Rock, on the absolute nonsense of the load management as it's a ball outside to Ramirez, 1-2. Al just really I love the sentiment. They got to get control of it, Al, especially when you're forking out hundreds of dollars as Ramirez takes a rip, stays 1-2 as it goes foul. This is why I refuse to go to NBA games and pay with my own money. The only time I'll really go is like a bobblehead night. I'll pay $9. That's even a lie. It's like 35 as that's outside, 2-2. I'll pay $20-$30 for the rafter seats. I'll go get the bobblehead and I won't even stay for the game. I just paid for the bobblehead, basically. 2-2 pitch. Ramirez fouls another one off. Stays 2-2. Castillo up to about 50 pitches now. He's sort of on pace, I guess, maybe to go 6 innings, I'd say, tonight. 6 or 7, depending on how well he can get through these next 2. 2-2 pitch. Very close to a pitch clock there and fouled off once again by Ramirez. I think Ramirez is doing a better job here in this second at-bat, seeing that baseball. That's his 4th foul off in this at-bat. And I'm getting really pissed off that the Angels now have 2 outs. Ramirez golf swings that foul down the right field line. All right, Jose Ramirez, and nothing comes from the Angels. Jesus. 2-2 pitch, and now it's 3-2. Hell of a job here by Ramirez to work this count full. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Let's get this going. Come on. Josh Bell's on deck. Castillo, 3-2 pitch. Ramirez, swing, and that is going to be just hung up. And the right fielder is going to catch that for the second out of the inning. God, he hit that well. I like it, though. I like it. He hit it well. Got to give him credit. So 2 outs in our newly addition. Josh Bell comes to the plate. Castillo has pitched very well to this point. And Bell's going to ground out to second on the first pitch, and that is going to be the end of the 4th inning, or the top of the 4th for the Indians. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th, 0-0. I don't like that first swing there. So, bottom of 4, 0-0, Cleveland and Seattle as we go to commercial break. Al makes a good point. Make the contract per game earnings. You want $50 million? Yeah, that's $750,000 per game. I like that, Al. In fact, if you're going to, in society, in the majority of people's lives, pay them by the hour, then why not hold people who are in those situations to get paid by what they do? I mean, I think that's a great point. I think we should really take that and just run it up the flagpole to somebody because, you don't think that 85% of America who get paid by the hour would not get behind that? Yeah, make the guy play 82 games if he wants the full $50 million. And as simple as that idea is, Al, I've never thought of it. And this is why, friend of the channel, sir, you are a man of wisdom. And I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, well, hey, guys, it's 0-0, bottom of 4. I will say this. Before I got on stream, I had a whole rant about how I don't like how fast these games are going because today I was sitting here and I was working on these graphics. I was trying to do something. What was I trying to do? Oh, I was trying to make rice for dinner. Simple stuff. And every time I kept not paying attention or leaving the room, or I'd come back and it'd be an inning and a half later. I'm like, holy shit, what did I miss? The Rangers game. I left. It was 5-0. I went to get the mail. The next thing I know, it's 5-5. And I literally walked down to the driveway. And then my wife and I went for a run that was 30 minutes. And from 5-5, 30 minutes later, it was 11-7. So I came on as the first pitch from Bieber to start the bottom of the 4th is a ball. I came on and I was going to complain about it. However, in the moment, maybe I'm on board with when I live stream it, as that is going to be a strike down the middle there. But I think when I watch a game and I want to just hang out with friends, I don't want it to be over quickly. But when I live stream it, I don't mind this quick, as there's a ground out to third. Oh, great play by Naylor. A high throw by Ramirez. Naylor jumps, gets him, and tags Hernandez on the shoulder, and there's 1 out in the inning. Great play by Naylor. Again, much better player than his brother Bo. Hell of a play. A little concerned with Ramirez as the ball took him towards first base. I guess he was in an awkward position. He threw kind of against his body as there's a first pitch strike to Raleigh. So, yeah. In short, or to land the airplane on that, guys, during these live streams, this is kind of nice. Just a constant pace, and I do kind of like it. So, wow. It's kind of like, see if you can persuade me, and that happened really quickly. And my wife would tell you I'm pretty stubborn. 1-1 pitch, and that's up the middle, off the left foot of... Oh, Ramirez tries to make a play, but it went off the left foot of, or the right foot, I think, of Bieber. It could have been left. On his fall through. I hope that didn't hurt him. It did look like it just caught the heel of the shoe there. Ramirez tried to make a nice play. No chance. Raleigh's too fast for that. Gets down the line, and we got a runner on first base. They were kind of playing a little bit of a shift, as much as you can with the new rule here. Tito's coming out to make sure that Bieber's all right, and he says, I'm fine. I'm a man. I can deal with it. It hit my shoe. And we will just move on. Let me pose this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Maybe it did hit. It could have hit his ankle. It was a little higher up on second glance there. Maybe he'll take some practice here. He's walking around on it. That's all we need is Shane Bieber on the first day, like Justin Verlander, to go down, right? Oh, Al. I love it. I love it. I love Hammy. Hammy's such a good guy. I fall asleep to him usually on these West Coast games. So, like Saturday, I won't be live streaming. Get down. I think the A's might score a run. Are these going to stop at third? No, he did stop at third. Damn it. All right, we'll see. All right, 0-1 pitch coming to Suarez here. Runner on first base, 1 out, bottom 4, and that is going to be grounded to Ramirez to Gimenez, and there's the double play to Naylor. Hell yeah, let's go. So, Ramirez makes up for his kind of bobbled or missed throw there in the start of that inning, and we go the top of the 5th. I'm trying to multitask and change that. Look at that, 0-0, top of 5. Let's go. We're at commercial break. A little bit of a breather here. Taking a live look in. The A's got second and third with there is 1 out here. And Jesus Aguilar is up, and he's gonna broken bat. The bat went halfway to second base, almost hit Ohtani. God, that could have been awful too. Al, speaking of Ohtani, I wasn't gonna call you out, but I did notice that you you took Ohtani as the batter and the pitcher in fantasy baseball yesterday during our draft. And by the way, guys, if you're in the chat and you've never taken part in any of our fantasy leagues, it's a fun time. It's absolutely free. You end up getting a free trophy from Trophy Smack, which is a fantastic customized trophy website. If you don't know Trophy Smack, you should check it out. Yours truly, I don't like to win the leagues because then I have to buy myself a trophy, and I still haven't got myself one for last year, and I meant to actually order that today. But yours truly did win baseball last year, but yours truly also is down 1-7. In my matchup this week, I'm losing 7-1 already after not even a full slate of games. So it hasn't been a good day of hitters. All right, so hey, if you're in the chat, let me know. The one question I have for everybody tonight is, what team do you think makes the playoffs this year that you probably last year would have never thought that they make the playoffs? A lot of people are saying the Texas Rangers, and after the 4 innings, I would have said, maybe not. But then after the rest of the game today, they do look good. Castillo, first pitch swinging there by Naylor, and he misses completely. It is 0-1. So Josh Naylor is now down in the count 0-2 after he fouls off that pitch. Top of 5. And not many runners on base in this one up to this point. We've had, I think, 5 hits and 2 walks. Castillo, and Naylor gets a hold of that, and it's going into the gap, but it, again, like Ramirez, hangs up just enough. And it is caught for the first out by the right fielder there. Damn. I didn't think that one was going to go or hang up like that. It's that Seattle air up there. You did that in 2 leagues, Al? I mean, it's smart, man. It was smart. In fact, I was looking for him, and then I'm like, oh, Al took the batter. I'm like, I wonder who took the pitcher. And then I looked. I'm like, oh, Al took the pitcher too. It's smart. Diamondbacks, I like that. I like the Diamondbacks. I do like that bet. 0-2 here to Gimenez. As we're up to 60 pitches with Castillo. Nobody on. 1 out. 0-2. Top of 5. Gimenez just signed. And he is going to be still down in the count 1-2 after that take there on a high pitch. Gimenez, second time up here. And he is down swinging. Castillo, I believe that's his 5th or 6th strikeouts. Let's see. That is his fifth strikeout. So 2 down in the inning. We just gotta if Bieber can pitch well enough to get to the bullpen of Seattle, not that that's anything easy, we just gotta do enough to get there, because it doesn't look like Castillo's giving up anything. That is going to be a ground ball and to shortstop, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. And yeah, that was Brennan. So 1, 2, and a quick 3. What was that? 45-second inning? Jesus. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're halfway through the game, and we're only an hour and 10 minutes into this. Just flying through at the moment. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 0s. Guys, it's been fun. I appreciate y'all stopping in. We're going to do this a lot throughout the summer. It's going to be a fun time. I'll just have to constantly tell everybody the schedule. I'll also make sure I put it on my community page, Twitter, etc. Also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please go to @GrandstandBets. We put bet slips in there, have some fun. Yeah, and we're almost, oh my God, we're like 14 people away from 1,000 followers on Twitter. That would be awesome if I could get there this year. Crazy Browns fan, you think we go to I do think we go to him, but only in a situation where it's 0-0, maybe 0-1, and we got to keep it close. I mean, if for some reason we get down 4-0, there's no reason to bring him in. Oh man, I wish I could do every game, but it's just not possible. You know, I think this is really how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a lot on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and then like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I probably won't do as much, mainly because like I just hate for like my wife and I not to see each other all day, and then she comes home and I'm getting ready, and then I do 7 to like 10 o'clock for a baseball game, and she's already in bed. So I think I'll just do it on days where like I know we're gonna see. She'll kill me, and she probably doesn't know this, or she does know this, but I never, as Bieber throws one right down the middle, 90 miles an hour to Kalenic, and that's gonna be a first pitch strike. I didn't tell her I was doing this until like yesterday, and I didn't tell her how much even yet. So I have to. She'll kill me, man. She'll kill me. All right, 1-1 here to Kalenic. Is it Kalenic? It's Kalenic. Let me see. I gotta say this right. Kalenic. Yeah, Kalenic. Right? Kalenic. I think I'm saying that right. I like him. Yeah, I do. 1-2 pitch. There is a draw. Oh my gosh. Seeing-eye single through first and second base. Both Naylor and Gimenez laid out. And God, it had to have missed both gloves by an inch. That was absolutely nuts. I have no idea how that got through. Let's see this. It goes, just under Naylor and Gimenez's glove. That is absolutely crazy. And the Seattle Mariners are going to get a lead-off single. I believe it's their first or second of the game. So runner on first, bottom of 5 here. 0-0 is the score, and a first pitch strike at the top end of the strike zone there to Tommy La Stella, who flied out last time up. Not a great season. I think 239 last year with only 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. Not many plate appearances, though. So, the 0-1 pitch, and there goes Kalenic, and man, he stole that like candy from a baby. Not even close. And Zunino, I'm not even going to blame you on that one because you had no shot at getting him. That is a clean stolen base there. Runner on second. Nobody out. And now I'd be interested to see if the Mariners do play a little bit of small ball. Let's see if small ball still exists. God, he was touching second base before the ball even got down to the bag. Bieber throws a great top end of the strike zone strike there. They call that a ball? Something just happened. I don't know. Something happened. It's 1-2. It's 1-2. I thought that was a strike, but so 1-2. 3 seconds on the pitch clock, and that is a ground ball to first base. Pitches out to Bieber. That's going to be a fielder's choice there. Well, not really a fielder's choice, but they get the runner at first. It's 1 out. Runner now on third base. And they're going to rely on, I believe, Crawford, who's 1 for 1, who had a rip single the last time up. Kalnick? No way it's Kalnick. Is it Kalnick? Is it real? I thought it was Kalinick. Is it really Kalnick, Al? I don't argue with you much on pronunciation, but I swear I feel like everybody calls it Kalinick. Kalinic. I don't know. Kalnick? I'll believe you, though. 0-1 to Crawford. That is up in the zone. 1-1. If you guys are coming in, make sure you smash that like button. We got to 10 likes. Any chance we could get to 15? We'll see. 1-1 pitch coming from, I know how to say this guy's name, Shane Bieber. And that is, where's that call? This is why people, not me, because I'm not in agreement with it. This is why people want fake umpires, robo-umps. The consistency is so inconsistent. 2-1 pitch coming to Crawford. Runner on third. 1 out. Bottom 5. That one was nowhere near the zone. That is going to be a 3-1. And again, I'll keep stating with Bieber, this guy does a great job of not walking. I believe you, Al. Kalnick. That's much easier to say. Much easier to say. Oh, yay. The Angels finally got a run across. There's 1 run in the 5th. And there is a swing and a miss. 3-2 coming up as Crawford took a spelled Kalinick. You pronounce it you pronounce it Kalnick, but it's spelled Kalinick. I don't know. I'm too old to keep learning. But I actually am excited by doing so many baseball games because I rarely have to say these guys' names out loud, and I'll get to say it more. 3-2 pitch though, back to the game, and it is going to be a ground ball first base. They look the runner back. Naylor steps on first, and that is a good job on a 3-1 count, taking it full and getting Crawford to ground out and keep that runner on third base. 2 outs. In the bottom of the 5th inning. And we're 1 batter away from getting out of a little bit of a jam here and turning it over to our big hitters coming up. Right? No, bottom of the order. Sorry, bottom of the order is coming up for the Guardians. That is outside, and Zunino does a good job to snag it. He played a little cat and mouse there, acting like maybe he didn't have it, but the runner does not go. There's a double play in the Oakland game. Jesus. So, 1-0 pitch here. That is Rodriguez who hits that to right field, and it is caught. And Bieber does a good job getting out of the inning, working around a leadoff single, and then a stolen base, and then with 1 out, having a runner on third. So he gets out of the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. 0-0. Woo! It's been a good game. Actually, Al, I joke about that because in all honesty, man, I learn I am constantly trying to learn stuff. In fact, you are probably the only one that can notice, but the graphics that are on the screen right now are way more interactive than anything I've done before. And in all honesty, that was a very long learning process. So I actually kind of relish. I actually kind of relish it. Well, Frank says Kalinick. I don't know. Let's just call him the guy That was on third base. Again, guys, for anybody that is interested, we are going to do, like I said, over 60 games. Could be more. I mean, I don't even know. I haven't even mapped it out. We're just going to do it weeks at a time. But we are going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, what time? We're back tomorrow at 10:10 Eastern Time against the Mariners. We'll be back on Sunday, 4:10 Eastern against the Mariners. I'll be back Monday, 9:40 against the A's. Tuesday, 9:40 against the A's. Next Saturday against the Mariners, that'll be the second home game for the Indians, or the Guardians. I'm going to say that a lot this year, still. Sunday the 9th against the Mariners, that's an afternoon 1:40 game. And then Friday the 14th and Saturday the 15th against the Nationals at 7:05 on Friday, 4:05 on Saturday. That's what we're doing so far. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 right there in 3 weeks. That's what we're going to do. And we will do a free play every single day as well. It's going to be quick. It's going to be to the point. So, yeah. Did Ohtani get 7 Ks? Did he get it? Yeah. Thanks, Al. I appreciate it, sir. Top of 6. Castillo still in the game. That is going to be a ball to Zunino. And here we go. Get ready for the annoyance because let's talk about Zunino. Let's talk about Zunino, and there is a foul off on a pitch right down the middle. Right down the middle. What happened here? Oh, Trout, I think, just made a hell of a thing. Padres, Yankees of the West are losing 4-2. Of course they are, because I took Snell in my fantasy team. 1-1 pitch to Zunino. That is borderline top of the strike zone again, but it's called a strike. Down in the count 1-2, and what am I going to say? I'm going to keep saying it. Here comes the strikeout. 1-2 pitch to the Zunino. That is up high. I swear to God, I can't believe he didn't swing at it. That's what got him last time. It's 2-2 the count. Come on, Zunino. I hope this guy makes an absolute fool of me this year. 2-2 pitch to the Zunino. That is a swing and a miss. That is 2 strikeouts. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Zunino. You are absolutely a piece of crap. This guy is so bad. So bad. So, 1 down. I should have a Zunino strikeout counter. I could put a Zunino strikeout counter up in the corner? I might do it. I think I'm going to do it. 0-1 pitch to Straw, fouls it off, 0-2 here. Castillo, I said, was going to go 6, maybe 7. The way he's thrown these last 2 innings, he's only thrown about 20 pitches over 2 1/3 of an inning. Straw pops this one up. He's going to have to run it out because it's in foul territory, and it's going to be caught there by Raleigh. Nice catch there by a good catcher. And it is going to be 2 outs in the top of the 6th. But going back to Castillo, this guy, 71 pitches. If he gets out of here in the next 2 or 3, I could see him going 7, maybe 8 if they want him to. I don't think you want to have your number 1 starter going deep in a game to start the season off. You've kind of seen that trend where they haven't let no-nos early on go. So, not that he has a no-no, but, I just think, why risk injury or pushing him? This is going to be Steven Kwan up as we roll over to the top of the order here. That is ball 1 as he squared around a bunt. He's 0-2, foul out, strikeout. Castillo on the 1-0 pitch. That one hits the outside corner. 1-1 is the count. So, Kwan in this order might only be up one more time after that, if that. As Kwan takes a big swing. Looked like he had a 9-iron in his hand. It's going to be 1-2. Castillo's retired the last 11 batters. 6 strikeouts in the game. 1 hit over the 5 2/3. The 1-2 pitch to Kwan. That is taken down the opposite field way, but out of play. And we'll do it again at 1-2. So bottom 6, 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 pitch to Kwan. He gets one, and he hits it right to the center fielder. I think he had to take maybe 2 steps forward, and that is going to be another 1-2-3 inning. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. So bottom 6, I assume Bieber's coming back out. Let's go through a quick box score here. I mean, not much has happened. Bieber, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, no runs. Castillo, 6 innings, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, no runs. I mean, nobody's had more than 1 hit. But one person has got more than 1 strikeout. Oh. All right, bottom 6, guys. Getting through this game pretty fast. We could be done by midnight, to be honest with you. That'd be nuts. I will tell you this. If we get done by midnight, I'm sold on this. Here's my only thought. This was my only thought when I started seeing the times of these games. If you notice, there's a lot of like 6:30, 6:40 starts that happen in like April, May. I think they should take either the Eastern games and move them to like 7:30, all of them to 7:30, or they should take the West Coast games and move them all up a half an hour to 9:30. Because my thought is, why allow downtime before games? You know? Why not have a game that starts at 7 and then one at 9:30? If they're taking 2.5 hours, start them at 7 and 9:45. But, you know, there was a game that started, I think, at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And if you were watching, I mean, I know they staggered them today on opening day, but if you watched a 1 o'clock game and you then wanted to watch a 4 o'clock game, the 1 o'clock game was over at 3, I think it was like 3:15, something like that. It was nuts how early it was over. That's just my thought. All right, here we go. Bieber in to start the bottom of the 6th inning. And it is going to be a first pitch strike taken by Wong, the number 2 hitter for the Seattle Mariners. Fly out, ground out for him in his first 2 at-bats. Bieber looks in. 0-1 pitch. I think that did that hit him? No. He got out of the way. I think he wanted somebody to believe that it hit him, but it did not. So 1-1. 1-1. Bieber with the pitch right down the middle. Nice 91 mile an hour fastball for a strike 1 and 2 to Wong. And this is where Bieber hasn't done a great job in this game, being able to throw his pitch here and get the strikeout. He started well, got 3 strikeouts, I think, in the first 2 innings. But after that, they've really been able to battle him with 2 strikes, put the ball in play. And there's a foul off by Wong. We'll run it again at 1 and 2. Come on, Bieber. Let's get a couple strikes. A couple more strikeouts here. 1-2 pitch to Wong. Did he go? He went. He checked it. They appeal, and no. By the way, the cameraman's got to do a better job getting down to third base here. It's the second time in the game they've appealed, and the Bally sports guy is just nowhere near being found. He probably got fired because they're going bankrupt. 2-2 pitch to Wong, and that is down low, 3-2. God, I told you they've been battling these guys really well, or been battling Bieber really well. With that said, Bieber doesn't walk people, and he's been doing a good job on 3-2 pitches. Let's see if he can throw another good one here on 3-2 to Wong. It is going to be ripped foul down the first baseline, and we'll run it again. So 3-2. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Appreciate it. If you are, just join us. Smash that like button if you could. Subscribe if you haven't. It's 3-2, bottom of the 6th. That is ripped down the right side to Naylor, who caught it. A nice line drive. Woo! That had some heat. If Naylor is not standing right there, that is going to be some trouble. But it ends up just being a very hard out to first base. And 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So, We're in the heart of the lineup. France here, the number 3 hitter, Bieber. Shakes and bakes and then throws a ball down in the zone. Whoa, they say that he went on a check swing. That was, not sure about that one, but I'll take it. 0-1 to tie France. He has singled his first time up and then grounded out his last time. 0-1 pitch, way off the ace, outside of the plate there. 1-1. Bieber, kind of like Castillo, still, this is going to be his 80th pitch. I think he could probably go one more. I think he will go one more if he can get out of this inning. That is hit hard by France to the gap. It is off the top of the wall, and that is caught by Straw. Throws it into second base. They got him! No, he's safe! Oh! No, he was safe. What are you doing? Oh, God. I think it's on Rosario, man. He absolutely, he just nonchalantly went to tag France, and I think France easily got in here. But let's talk about this pitch. He hangs one up. France hits it off the top of the wall. It's about 3 feet away from going out and being their first run of the game. And you gotta dive, Rosario. Oh, I don't know. Let's see a replay of this. No, I think he's in. I think it's a safe. I think it's safe. Man. So we got a runner on second here. And damn. Runner on second, 1 down. Yeah, well in. I tell you right now, though, Rosario dives towards the bag, and he gets out. He's out. It's done. 0-1 pitch coming up, 1 out, bottom 6. France on second. This is the man, Hernandez, the cleanup hitter. He takes one. He swings at one, well out of strike zone. It's 0-2. I am worried about Bieber. He's leaving a lot of stuff up for people to hit. He can't, and he's been unable to punch anybody out when he's ahead 0-2, 1-2. He's got another opportunity here. Runner on second. He goes same pitch as before. This time Hernandez lays off of it, down low. 1-2's the count. France taking a massive lead, by the way, at second base. Just daring Bieber to pay attention to him. Hernandez steps in. Let's see if we can get one pitch from Bieber and get out of this. Not this inning. This would be out number 2. It's a ground ball right side. That's going to move the runner to third, but it is going to be the second out of the inning as Gimenez scoops that one up and throws out Hernandez at first base. And the shoulders of getting a run in hangs on Raleigh here for the Mariners fans. Runner on third. 2 down. Bieber in his set. Bottom 6. 0-0. Raleigh 1-2 in the game. First pitch. Down low. Ball 1. I'm telling you, Raleigh's going to be good. He's got power, 27 home runs last year, 63 RBIs. He just doesn't hit for average very well. He reminds me of Zunino, but I think he's in a different class than Zunino altogether. The 1-0 pitch, that is going to be a strike on the bottom inner side of the plate. Good pitch there by Bieber. Just nothing you can do with that except take it and look at it. So, 1-1 pitch coming from Bieber. France at third. Zunino's going to have to stop one if it's in the dirt here. That is hung up, and Bieber somehow, someway, is going to get out of another inning in which he has let the ball get hit hard. And we go to the top of the 7th. 0-0. All right, man. It has been a good game. It's been a fantastic game. Top of the 7th. Let's go. Let's go. I think everybody went to sleep. We actually had a pretty good crowd in here earlier. We had to put a pretty good crowd in here earlier. I think I'm going to... So, we are going to do Wheel of Winners this year, but I think I'm going to do it... I think I'm going to do it when I at least have 10 or 15 people in. I'll do it tonight, because I didn't say that before the game. I'll do Wheel of Winners tonight, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it every single time, because I just don't want to, give the same people just win after win after win. I might as well just open up my checkbook and give them money. And it's not all money, too. It's member for a day, and Grandstand Bettors sweatshirt, which I have 2 in my closet that I'm just waiting to give away. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But I'm definitely going to do Wheel of Winners for the 5 people that are in here at the end of the next half inning. The seventh inning stretch, if you will. But we'll see. We'll see moving forward how I want to do it. I haven't done it during baseball, so it's a little different. And this is my first ever baseball live stream. I think it's been gone pretty well, too. We had I think 12 people in here, 11 likes. I like it. Obviously, somebody didn't like that because they just left. So, all right, 7th inning. I'm just here because I want to have a good time, and my wife always falls asleep. I like to hang out with people that enjoy sports. I didn't bet this game either, at all. I do not bet on the Guardians or any of my own teams, really. Just won't do it. All right, top of 7. 6 hits for the Mariners, 1 hit for the Guardians. And we, I believe, have... Who do we have up? Is it going to be Naylor or Gimenez? Where are we at? I got to figure out a way to do this on the screen. Well, that's just another thing I have to do, so I don't know. Oh! Castillo, out of the game. Matt Brash is coming in. Awful season last year. Opponents were hitting almost 250. He got an ERA over 4.44, and he is going to have to face... I'm sorry, we're at Rosario. We're at the top of the lineup. Yeah, I forgot. Zanino struck out. Yeah. All right, so Rosario, who's 0 for 2, takes a first pitch strike. Matt Brash, the new pitcher, and that is going to be in there for a strike as well. So 0-2. 0-2. And that is going to be ball number 1 there. Ball number 1. 1-2 pitch. That is a great slider. Down and away. And that is the first out of the inning on a nice K there by Brash. That is crazy. Crazy good. Wow. If he's going to do that all year, then he's going to have a much better season. That was a hell of a pitch. That was some filthy stuff down and away. I'm not even going to get mad at Rosario swinging at that pitch. It looked pretty good, and then it just took a right-hand turn. And he throws that same pitch to Ramirez to start that bat, but Ramirez lays off after I've just seen it, and it's 1-0. To a guy that's got it. I gotta get at least some hits here today in fantasy baseball. Let's go. 1-0 pitch to Ramirez. He fouls it off. 1-1. 1-1. And Ramirez, that another slider down and in couldn't. Oh, wow. They said he held. I thought he was just absolutely not even close to. All right. It seemed to me that he went there, but I guess not. 2-1 pitch coming to Ramirez. He's got a little bit of a batter's pitching count. Takes one right down the middle. Absolutely down the middle. Two-two pitch. That is going to be... What happened there? Was it fouled? No, I don't know what happened. The ball just took a right-hand turn and went to the backstop. I don't know what that hit. Let's see. It's 3-2. What did that hit? That hit the outside of the guy's glove, and that was nuts. And just took a dart to the right. But 3-2 pitch on the way to Ramirez. And he's... Oh, my God. That is so nasty. That is so nasty. Matt Brash threw the exact same pitch that he got Rosario out on, and earlier in the at-bat got Ramirez to swing at, throws it. Ramirez not only swings and misses, but falls on his behind on the plate. That is embarrassing, and that is going to definitely be in the not top 10. Definitely be in the not top 10. First pitch there to Josh Bell, and that is going to be inside. And it's going to be 0-1, right? Or 2-0. Sorry, 2-0 now after he missed again. Sorry, I'm trying to update. There we go. I wanted to see if I could update the picture there. Yeah, Matt Brash. 2-0 coming up. 2 outs. Top 7. 0-0. Josh Bell in a hitter's count. Swings and misses. He had a little bit of a green light there, but damn, that was thrown. That was upper 90s there on a fastball. High in the zone. 2-1's the count. Brash delivers the 2-1 pitch. That is ripped for a base hit. Let's go, Josh Bell. He gets that hit. I think we had a viewer earlier today, Vids, who needed Bell to get a hit. He just got one there. And we have a runner on base for, I think, the 3rd time in this game. That was the 2nd hit of this game. Let's go, Guardians. Come on. Let's get, all we need is 1, man. Let's just get 1. So we got Naylor coming to the plate. I know he can hit. I'm not sold on his hitting ability. I think 5's a little high. I might want to see somebody like, this is my thought. I would put Brennan maybe up at 2, and I might put Rosario down at 5, or just make Rosario 3. I like Ramirez 3. I would say keep Ramirez 3, put Rosario maybe down at 5. That was my thought. I'm not a big fan of Naylor at 5. That's too high. Or put Gimenez. Switch Naylor and Gimenez, and I'd be fine with that. 1-1 pitch coming to Naylor. Bell on first. That's down low. 2-1. Let's go. Let's go. I would be fine if somebody could just take a walk here. If you could take a walk, that would be fantastic. Let's go. Come on. 2-1 pitch by Brash. That is not what you want to swing at, and it is a blooper that is not going to drop. Left fielder comes in and grabs it, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and we are all tied up at 7, or at 0 going into the 7th. But it is time for our first ever Wheel of Winners MLB edition. So this is how it works. There's 2 colors on our wheel. There's a white one and there is an orange one. If it lands on white, the only people that can win that prize is anybody that supports us on our Patreon. If you don't know what our Patreon is, go look in the description. It's right there for you in our videos, and you can join that for less than $0.25 a day. It's very simple. Helps support us, and it helps you. And all that money that we get from our Patreon, that's where these prizes come from. So it's like you're kind of investing in and betting on hopefully winning prizes. And I got to be honest, everybody usually wins a prize throughout the year that pays up for their Patreon, or enough prizes that almost pay up for their Patreon. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what we're playing for today. So it landed on $5 orange, which is available for anybody, which means what we do is we take that $5 and we are going to spin a wheel at random, I think it's wheelofnames.com. Wheelofnames.com. So if you want to have a chance at winning this prize, just put $5 in the chat. And what happens is if we pick you when we spin it at the end of the 7th inning, and your name comes up, what we do is we take that $5 and we put it on a parlay that you give us. And if the parlay hits, then you win that money. But basically what we're doing is we're allowing you to place a bet and it has to be a parlay. But we're giving you $5. You put a parlay together. If it wins, then we send you that money. That's how it happens. It's as simple as that. You could do a 10-team parlay. If it hits $10,000, we'll send you $10,000. Because what we do is we put the $5 bet in, we send you the ticket, and we say good luck to you. So again, if you want to participate, just put $5 in the chat. If not, you don't have to put anything in. Bieber, I believe, is going to be out of this game. And we are going to have a new pitcher here. We are going to have a new pitcher. Who's it going to be? It is going to be Stephen, however you want to say it. I think it's Stephen, right? Stephen. So, bottom 7, first pitch was a ball. Second pitch on the way to Suarez. That is on the outside of the plate, called a strike, but that's just how it is, right? That's just how it is. That's just how it's going. All right, 1-1 is the count. And that is going to be just fouled off by Suarez, 1-2. I can tell you this: I'm not going to hit the Angels over. It's the 7th inning. There's been 1 run, which, to be fair, has been more than what's been in this game. There's been chances. Nobody can come through with a hit with runners in scoring position. That is up out of the zone to Suarez, 2-2, 93-mile-an-hour heat. So 2-2 is the count. Bottom 7, nobody on, no outs. That is a swing and a miss. A strikeout there to lead off the inning. Suarez goes down, and we are going to see, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, Kalinick, however you want to do it. But that's who's coming up. 1 out. Bottom 7. So, Trevor Stephan, last season, 269, 66 games. Not bad. He's just I like to call these guys grinders, as there's a first pitch strike to Kalinick. And they just get their innings. That's what it is. 0-1 pitch down low. 1-1. 1-1. Woo. It's getting on the late night. Almost midnight here in Cleveland. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. It is popped straight up. Zunino runs back. Is he going to have room? No. So 1-2. Come on, let's get another strikeout. I don't know where the pitch clock is, but it sure is slowing down all of a sudden here in the 7th inning. They haven't even put it up on the board. That is low. 2-2. It's 0-0. There's only been 8 hits in this game. 2 by the Guardians, 6 by the Mariners. It's been a tale of pitching. Bieber, Castillo, neither can get the win, neither can get the loss. Both no decisions. Castillo, in my opinion, had the better outing. Bieber, very lucky, I think, to get out of those 6 innings without giving up a run. In fact, the last 2 innings alone, runners were in scoring position with less than 2 outs, and he got out of it. 2-2 pitch coming up. That is down low, 3-2. He runs it full after he was ahead of Kalinick here, and we are going to see a full count pitch with La Stella looming on the on-deck circle. The 3-2, that is hit hard. That is hit far, but not far enough, because it is in the deepest part of the park. And Miles Straw has some cheetah-esque legs out there, runs it down, and gives us our second out. La Stella is going to come up to bat. We got Stephan here pitching in lieu of Shane Bieber, who again went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, no runs. Not a bad first outing. I do have concerns. We'll see how he comes out next week. There is a first pitch swing to third baseman Jose Ramirez, and that is a nice 1-2-3 inning. Let's go to the top of the 8th. It is 0-0. Let's go, man. Let's do it. It is so massive, in my opinion, to get this first win. Just get it out of the way, especially against what was a playoff team last year. Let's do it. Billy, man, what's up, buddy? How you doing, sir? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. How's everything down south? It's not hurricane season anymore, so at least that's good, right? All right, so it is the end of the 7th. We move on to the 8th. 0-0. You got to think first run across the board probably wins here, especially with Clase, the closer, and Karashik looking like they might work the 8th and 9th if they want to. We'll see what Tito goes to. Midwest is good, Billy. Midwest is good. Baseball season's upon us. I don't know, Billy, if you're a baseball fan. I know you're just a friend of the channel and you always stop by to say hi, but are you a baseball fan? Do you have a team? I know you're a Bengals. Are you a Reds fan? I learned something today that I didn't know. The Reds, who honestly always play at home during opening day, do that because, and I can't remember the entire 30 for 30 that I watched about it, but there's a reason for it. I think it's because they were the original founding team or something like that, or I don't know. Another fun Reds fact is Ken Griffey Jr. is still getting paid by them. I think he's one of the highest people on their payroll, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so here we go. The Guardians got to do something here. I mean, this is a little ridiculous that we only have 2 hits. I'm not saying Castillo is an awful pitcher, but he's not that great. We should have had more in this game. Yeah, he is the high. That's what I thought. I didn't want to misspeak, but I thought he said the highest. I didn't want to exaggerate. Yeah. It's kind of like the Bonilla thing with the Mets, although I don't think he's the highest, but he still gets paid through the 31 or something like that. So top 8, here we go. Seawald's in. This is a good pitcher, by the way. This is a good guy who really struggled in the postseason last year. If first pitch strike there to Gimenez. If you guys remember how bad that was, the wheels came off with this gentleman. It was not good. It was not good. 0-1 pitch, down and in. Down and into Gimenez. 1-1's the count. Yeah, not with the Mets payroll for sure. Oh, you're an Astros fan? It's been some good years lately for them. Oh, and Gimenez fouls out to third baseman. There was that extra little inlet of foul territory there in Seattle, and it did not play into to that foul ball for us. So 1 down. Oh, that's disappointing. I really wish we could have got the runner on and seen what if Tito would have been aggressive. Maybe go for the win now. Damn it. All right, 1 down. Top 8. So Brennan's up, the 7-hitter for the Guardians, which means you know who's looming on deck here. First pitch strike to Brennan. He's 1 for 2. He had that infield single. Let's just call it an off-the-hair single. It went off Castillo's braids. That looks like Derrick Henry's. Yeah, swing and a miss there on a very high heater. 0-2. If Sewell can get back to what he was before the postseason, this guy is going to be one of the top relievers in the American League, if not the majors. Billy, are they really? Atlanta's not closer? No, you're right. Sorry. The Astros are on the Gulf Coast. That's right. They're on the Gulf. Yeah. Geography. 0-2 pitch coming. And Brennan spoils that one. We'll keep it at 0-2. So Brennan here, I think this is a good young hitter for us. I like him a lot. Again, I think he should be up a little higher in the order. I'm not quite sure I love him in this spot. I say that, and he strikes out, and there are 2 down in the top of the 8th. So, the rest of the 8th inning relies on Mike Zunino. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Let's see what this is all season, guys. Let's just kick back. Let's just kick it back. I don't think that he's going to be up enough, Al, for the golden sombrero. There's a ball up and in. I mean, this is almost the exact same start as he had last time. 148 last season. I'm telling you guys, this guy's so bad. I'm just going to enjoy this. I think I might put a Zunino K striker up there. He took that one right down the middle for a strike. 1-1 the count here. One pitch from Sewald. Strike 2. Swing and a miss by Zunino. He's been down in the count 0-2, 1-2 each time up, and I'm going to say it again. Here comes the strikeout. And I think he's going to take a timeout here. He should take some time off instead of a timeout. That's what he should do. So the 1-2 pitch to Zunino. Here we go. Oh, he hit the ball! He hit the ball! It's a bloop into center field! And it's caught. Oh, there was some miscommunication for a second. You thought it might have got dropped. And some miscommunication there, but it is caught. But Mike Zunino, ladies and gentlemen, has made contact with the ball. And I guess if you look at it, that's progress. That's progress. Let's go, Zunino. Listen, I want the Cleveland Guardians to succeed, so I can't hate on him every single time he's at bat, especially in big positions where he's going to have runners at scoring position, but I'm telling you, I just think we should get rid of him. All right, bottom 8. I don't know why I put a D there. That's what happens when it's like midnight. There we go. Bottom 8. Bottom 8. 0-0. And I wonder who's coming in. Who's coming in? Maybe Karashek? I don't know if they want to keep it close. I actually thought Stefan did a good job when he was in the 7th inning. I thought he did a fine job. Much better velocity last inning with him than I think we saw in the last 2 prior innings, with Bieber. So maybe roll the dice, Tito, and bring Karashik in for the 9th if it's still tied at zeros. And then Clase in for the 10th. I don't know. Karinchak. I know I'm saying it right. How do you say it? Karashik? Karinchak? I just put all the letters together and hope it sounds a little like it. He is coming in. So, he's coming in. Here he is. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if he comes in and we have and he gives up runs, then I think we're in for a rough season. Karinchak. Is that better? Karinchak? I think so. First pitch strike. Let's go. He's got 9-1-2 the hitters here. Crawford to lead us off, who's down in the count 0-1. Karinchak is going to get him 0-2 on the first 2 pitches. Crawford could not catch up to that one. Fouls that one off. Al makes a good point. So let's just hope nobody gets on base. The 0-2 pitch. I think he didn't get it. That's the first time I looked down. I was like, what's going on? And I believe it's a ball. Yep. So for the first time in this game and all of the live streams of my entire career, that is the first pitcher who didn't get the pitch off in time, and that is an automatic ball. It's now 1-2, and now it is 2-2 as he almost hit the 75-year-old guy in the second. in the second row of the stands behind home plate. That was something maybe out of the movie Major League. The 2-2 pitch to Crawford, and now this is the first mound visit I've seen. Now, somebody educate me, because I haven't been paying attention to the smaller rule changes. Has there been any rule changes with the mound visits? Can you still take 7? Can you still do 7? Is that correct? Two-two pitch, bottom 8, nobody on, nobody out, and that one's fouled off. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. J.P. Crawford, 1-2 in the game, single, hard single, and grounded out last time up. 2-2 pitch. Oh, Mike Zunino, you can't try. He tried to frame that, but he went 4 feet to the left. And you're not going to get anybody to do that. All right, here we go. 3-2. 3-2. Now, Bieber didn't give up walks even though he got to this point. And Karinchak did get a little lucky there. That was out of the zone. Crawford did a swing and foul that one off. So we're going to do it again at 3-2. Bottom 8, nobody on, nobody out. 3-2 pitch. Up, and that is going to be, they're appealing. Nope, that is going to be ball 4. And Seattle, I think for the 3rd time in this game, is going to have their leadoff hitter on base. And unfortunately, to Al's point, that's not the guy who went on first base. That's Carl Crawford, who has some speed, and I'm not sure you want him on first base. Tito's coming out. I'm going to have to turn this up a little and see what we're talking about here. Oh, I think we're arguing the foul here. Maybe it was a foul tip? Oh, it was a foul tip. It was 100% a foul tip. Yeah. That's a foul tip. So, is that... I don't think that's reviewable, is it? Maybe it is reviewable. Is it reviewable or not? That 100% was a foul tip. %. I just don't know if that's a reviewable play. It's not reviewable. So, all right. Seattle lucks out here. Runner on first. And right down the middle, 96-mile-an-hour fastball goes to Rodriguez, the number 1 hitter in the lineup for Seattle. Rookie of the year, 0-3 in this game. Flied out last time up. Runner on first, nobody out. The 0-1 pitch, and Zunino hops up out of his stance. It's ball high, so 1-1. Come on, let's go. The problem is, for the last 4 innings, with the exception, 3 out of the last 4 innings, these guys have been knocking on the door. And if you just keep giving up there's ball 2. Karashek, man, you got to get in the strike zone here. You cannot get away from this. Oh my God, how this is going to just be so devastating to watch if it just all falls apart right now. 2-1. 2-1. Karashek, runner on first, checks the runner, throws 3-1. Throw the ball across the plate. By the way this guy throws the ball, his windup, when he's on, it makes you like, yes, man, you're an awesome pitcher. When this guy's off, it makes you think he's the stupidest pitcher in the world, just the way his windup is. 3-1 pitch. Throws over to first. That's 1-2. Three-one pitch is going to be on the way here. You cannot lose this guy and get the first 2 runners on. Come on. 3-1 pitch. Crawford takes a pretty decent lead there over at first. Karashek pitches, and it is going to be fouled off by Rodriguez. It's going to be 3-2, and we are going to have another full count. Hopefully there's no phantom foul tip, or so they say. I guess the opposite of a phantom foul tip. So Crawford's probably going to be running here, although he does have one more throw over. I wouldn't waste it. There's the pitch. Rodriguez gets a hold of one, but it's not far enough. It's going to be dead center. Miles Straw easily under it there, and that is going to keep Crawford at first base, and that is going to be one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. I really think we lucked out there. Again, at the top of this game, I really talked about how I think Rodriguez is going to take a step back. He's going to, not be who he was last year, who was Rookie of the Year. A great season. Don't take anything away from this guy, but I do think he is going to take a step back. And rookies and people that have break. And I do think Stephen Kwan will do as well. Here we go. Wong up, the number 2 hitter. That is out of the zone, up high. He is missing high and wide quite often here. But Wong is 0-3. Lined out last time up. 1-0 count. Runner on first. That's Crawford. 1 down now. And the 1-0 pitch is going to be fouled down the left field line. And that's going to find kind of that Oakland Coliseum-esque area there of large foul territory where the outfielder and the third baseman just can't get to. So it's going to be 1-1 with Crawford, still there at first base. Thanks, Billy. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And I was telling Al, and I don't want to keep tooting my own horn, but I think my graphics are getting better. That's what I was telling Al earlier, dude. I'm pretty happy with some research and some learning that I've done. So, hey, I can't wait for football season because I have a great idea for this interactive graphic that I'm gonna do with a field and stuff. So should be fun. 2-1 as Wong took that pitch there for a ball. 2-1 pitch coming. Let's see if Crawford decides to go. They got to be aggressive. If you're a Mariners fan, you got to want Crawford to go. That is ripped down the right field line. Foul ball. 2-2. Karashek is looking a little bit better here now that he got that out. He looked a little uneasy with the first few hitters, but he got the fly ball out. Got a little lucky there, especially since he hung that. And now he's 2-2 to Wong. The 1 out, runner on first in the bottom of the 8th. Throw over to first keeps Crawford a little bit honest there. And I think that's what we're going to see a lot this season. With the new rule that you can only throw over 2 times to first base, I really think we're only going to see that one, and it's not going to be right away. It's going to be kind of on that 2-2 count. Keep him honest. There is, the runner was going there. I believe Crawford went, but it was fouled. I'm not sure if that was a true hit and run. It actually looked like he didn't get a great jump, so. Mental, yeah. Yeah, he does. He does get rattled easily. We'll see what he does here. 2-2, runner on first. We'll see if Crawford goes again. 2-2 pitch. Oh, he hung one. But fortunately, Wong got under that, fouled it out of play, and it's going to stay 2-2. We'll do it again. Karachek looks like a 14-year-old boy who is going through puberty. I mean, the guy looks, he looks like a kid that I might have had when I was 25. And that is a high pitch. And we're going to do 3-2 to the 3rd straight batter of this inning. He has thrown 20 pitches. Let's put that in perspective. Bieber threw 80 over 6 innings. And Karashek, well, that was, oh my God. Naylor tried to fool him. They throw up. They not throw up. They threw over. They throw up almost over Naylor's head, and they try to, fake him out that it was a wild pitch. 3-2, and they hit him. What the fuck? God. It's a 3-2 pitch. Crawford's going because number one, he could go on first take because he threw over twice, and number two, it's 3-2 anyway. Now we got runners on first and second with one out. I'm not sure what you do here. I don't think you ask on the first. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? I'm not sure I would bring Clase in the first game of the season to get a 5-out save. Not save, but keep him in the game. I don't know. What do you guys do? Al, you met him at Tribe Fest 3 years ago? Unimpressed? Yeah, I don't know. He kind of looks like that guy. Oh, I do like the guy that's warming up in the bullpen, though. It's De Los Santos. And he is going to be warming up. So Clase is not in the realm of things yet. I didn't think he would be in this situation. First off, in the first game, you don't want to... Why bring him in the 8th when you still could grab a lead if you get out of this in the 9th and then use him? Number 2, even if you go down here, then why get him, put him in this position? Start him off the year in a save situation. I think that's good for confidence in, that gets guys going like that. So, I don't know. 2 on, 1 out, and Jesus, Karashek just almost threw that again to the backstop. 10 feet. Zanino's standing up and grabbing these balls. It's 1-0 now to France, and you're in the heart of the Seattle Mariners order here. You got to throw strikes. These guys are too picky and too good of players that you're not going to be able to just get lucky. It's 2 on, 1 out. 1-0 pitch to France, down the middle, and he just missed that one, fouled it right back to the screen. So, Karinchak looking at almost getting up to 30 pitches if he can't get out of this very quickly now. 2 on. The pitch. That is hammered to the right. That is deep. That is gone. Home run, tie France, 3-0 Seattle. And I don't know how many times I literally have to say shit before it happens. I didn't say he was going to hit a home run, but you got to this guy had to be out before Ty France came up. I don't care if De Los Santos needs another 10 minutes to warm up. This guy looked horrible, and then he put runners on first and second. I really question what Tito did in this situation on letting him stay in there. I honestly question what that was about. That was absolutely honest. Bottom 8, a 3-run homer by France, and just absolutely puts us out of our misery. Yeah. Yes, Frank, 3-0. 3-0. Just an absolute idiotic. I don't know if and now you bring him in? Why bring him in now? There's nobody on. Tito is a fantastic manager, but if you don't take Karashek out then, why don't you just let him stay in now? There's nobody on base. How much worse can it get on the next hitter? I don't like that. We go to commercial break. Being a Cleveland fan is absolutely just... It's so just... You guys know. I know you guys know. Oh, but it's fun to watch, right? It's fun to participate, enjoy the games. If you have just joined us, make sure if you could smash that like button. We almost got to 15. I'm actually pretty impressed. We've had a pretty decent viewership tonight for this game. I thought it might just be like me and one other person on this, but I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Again, we'll be right back here tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll do our second game of the season. Seattle Mariners, Cleveland Guardians out west there at T-Mobile Park. Looks like our Patreon play just died tonight again. So that wasn't great. Not a fan of what happened there. But hey, it happens. Bottom 8. Al, I'm rooting for the Angels, man. You got it, Mom. I think you said you have Angels minus 1.5. They've been sitting on this 1-0 lead, and quite honestly, they should have had much more. But But I hope you get one more run there in the top of the 9th inning, and you can close it out and get that. So I hope that happens for you, buddy. All right, so we are bringing in, I should have put him up there already, but first pitch strike from Mr. and a guy I like, De Los Santos. De Los Santos. 0-1 pitch, bottom of the 8th, 3-0 Mariners off the outside, 1-1 to Hernandez. I told you I like France a lot too. He's a great hitter. He's gonna be something special in this league. I really like him. I think he's gonna be good. Yeah. 1-1 pitch to Hernandez. That's fouled off to the right side of the plate. So 1-2 coming up. Let's see if De Los Santos can get us out of here. And who do we got coming up? I think we got Straw, Kwan, and Rosario. So top of the order. Nice pitch there. Good. I think that was a slider down and away in the dirt. 2 outs. Let's just keep it at bay, and let's see if we can't get Straw to lead off, Kwan to get on, and I'll take Rosario, Ramirez, or Bell, one of them to knock a 3-run dinger and get us back in this game. Be cool if it happened. So 2 outs, bottom 8th, De Los Santos. Let's get it done, sir. Let's get it done. Bottom of the 8th inning here, and Santos puts one right down the pipe. It's foul territory. Ramirez can't make the catch. Oh, no. I'm not sure if he just didn't know how to catch that. It looked like he was trying to catch it very awkwardly. He should have just basketed it. I don't know how you would say that. What's the plural of bread baskets? Or what's the verb of that? Anyway, 0-1 to Raleigh here, as that ends up being a long foul ball. Thanks, Logan. Hey, appreciate it, man. My buddy gave me this for free. Shout out to my buddy Russ. It's an Indians hockey jersey. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. I love it. 0-1 here. That is going to be a fly ball to short left field, and we get out of the inning. De Los Santos could have come in against Mr. Ty France, but instead, they decide to leave Karinchak in the game, who gives up a 3-run home run, and we go to the top of the 9th. And just like that, we are down to our last 3 outs. Let's see if we can't have a magical comeback in this first game of the 2023 season. Again, guys, if you're coming in, smash that like button if you could. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please make sure you do so. I'd love to hang out with you guys for the rest of the summer before, obviously, we get into our NFL season come September, the first week of September. We still will do baseball in September and October. Hopefully October if the Indians can make the Guardians can make the playoffs. But looking forward to that. And I think we have got to 6,550, I think, subscribers. My goal, I'd love to hit NFL season over 7,000. If we could get 450 more subscribers by NFL season, I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so top 9. With a 3-0 lead here, we should see the closer, right? I think I think it's Munez, M-U-N-O-Z, if I'm not mistaken. M-U-N. I think M-U-N. I'm gonna roll with that. We'll see. M-U-N maybe. I think it's M-U-N. Like the guy that played Malcolm in the Middle, right? Munez. That might be. I might just be full of shit there. I don't know. All right, here we go. We got the 9-1-2 coming up. Come on, guys. One time. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. By the way, can I just talk about I know the home run was hit, but it only should have been a 2-run home run because technically that first guy should have. Well, I mean, we don't know what would have happened. It would have been a 3-2 count again, but he did hit a foul ball there that was called ball 4. So Steven, man, it's not weak. I'll tell you that. It's not weak, sir. It's actually pretty decent. It's not bad. It's not bad lineup. I mean, France is a good. I think Rodriguez is going to take Rookie of the Year. He's going to take a step back. Wong, I'm not sold on him. France, Hernandez, I'm not sold on. I like Raleigh. I like Suarez. I like Kalinick and Crawford. I think is a great 9-hole hitter. I know he's been in the league for a while, but he's got speed. And if he can get on base and Rodriguez can get on base, you get that 9-1. I think they should probably actually put Suarez in the 2 position. We'll see. And 1-0 pitch, and Straw is gonna. God, he finally hit one, and it's gonna be to the shortstop, right to the shortstop, and that's a quick 1-out. Munez in to get the save. Oh, down to our last 2 outs as we roll over the top of the order, and Steven Kwan. Again, I told you these guys that are young who have breakout years, expect them to take a step back. He's 0 for 3. I'm not, and we're small sample size tonight, guys. Very small sample size. So obviously, let's not overreact, myself included, on what's happened in this game. We have 161 more of these. I mean, so plenty of time here. 1-0 count. 1 out. Top at 9. Kwan takes that one on a borderline outside corner pitch that has been borderline, honestly, from the second pitch of the game. But I'd like to say it's been consistent, but it's been very kind of inconsistent. But I'm not surprised that was called a strike. Kwan fouls one off. It is now 1-2. And it's not looking good for the Guardians fans in Game 1 of the season. It's not looking good. 1-2 pitch. That is a ground ball softly to the third baseman. He's going to have to hurry. And he gets Kwan by a good couple of steps. A great play out there. I believe that's Suarez. I told you, he's a good guy. That's a great pickup for the Mariners. And unfortunately, we sit here down to our last hope with Mr. Rosario. Ahmed Rosario, let's go, baby. Come on. Get on base. Just get on base. That is low. Ball 1. Ball 1. Come on. I'll take a walk. I'll take a walk by Ramirez, and I'll take a home run by Bell. That's all you got to do. 0 for 3. I know if I'm sounding like a repeat wizard, it's as he takes one right down the pipe. 1-1. If it sounds like I keep repeating when somebody comes up to the plate and I'm like 0-3, it's because we have not done well. I think we've had 2 hits, maybe 3. I think 2. And that is a ground ball. Oh, we got a single. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ramirez is going to come up. We got a chance. We got another opportunity. Let's go. Let's go. One more. Let's. He did hear me, Frank. He sure did. Oh, let's go. Come on. One more. Ramirez, to sound like a broken record, 0-3. First pitch. Oh, he gets a hold of one. It's down the right field line. It's going to be extra bases. Oh, we don't wave him through. Just keep him on base. We have second and third, and Josh Bell is going to have a chance to tie this game up. Let's go. 2 outs. And if you are a Mariners fan, you absolutely have to be just having PTSD still from what happened in the playoffs with your bullpen. And Ramirez hits a double down the right field line, and Josh Bell will come to the plate with a chance, with one swing of the bat here, to tie this one game up. Come on. Steven, man, I hope you're right. I hope you're right, man. Second and third, 2 outs. Bell at bat. Oh, it's going to be a wild pitch! And why would you not go? I mean, it doesn't matter, but it would save the shutout just in case. I mean, anything could happen. And if you don't advance those runners, how does he not go on that? That's crazy. Wild pitch. It's 1-0, though. Let's go, Bell. Come on, baby. Let's go. By the way, the A's took a 2-1 lead against the Angels. Jesus. Bell swings through one at 89 miles an hour, and it is going to be 1-1. Bell, man, we got you because we need a bat in the middle of the lineup. This is what we paid you for, sir. Let's go. Low, 2-1. 2-1. Two and one pitch from Gimenez. Oh, he got a hold of one. Absolutely ripped it foul down the right field line. And that is going to end up being just a long strike. It's 2-2. We are down to our last strike. Fans on their feet. The 2-2 pitch. It's ripped down to first. Come on. And, oh. Hey, a valiant effort. A valiant effort. I'm going to give the top of the lineup there. But not, it wasn't our night. It wasn't our night. That's it, guys. That's an awful outing. And you know, at the end of these games, I'm going to spend 2 minutes to wrap this up. And here's my 2-minute review of this one. Here's the thing, guys. Last year, what was our biggest problem? What was the Guardians' biggest problem? It was not being able to hit, right? I mean, our pitching held us together, and we just couldn't score runs when we needed to score runs. Well, I know it's a small sample size. I know we're literally 9 innings into a very long season in 2023, but again, I'm looking down, I'm looking on the screen, and I see a big fat donut next to Cleveland's name. And that, if that cannot become better in 2023, it's going to be an issue, and we might not even make the playoffs this year. But for 1 minute, I want to dive in. Like, here's the thing. Quan had a bad... I mean, everybody up and down had a bad game, but I want to get on Zunino. I'm going to keep getting on Zunino and the organization for bringing this guy in. You cannot bring in a catcher who's as bad as Zunino and think you're going to have a good bottom of the lineup there, or even an average one. He's an out waiting to happen. I would be surprised if he wasn't at a kid's t-ball game where even the 5-year-olds decide that they can take a nap and pick dandelions when he's trying to swing off the tee, because he'd probably still strike out. Now, I'm going to end it there with that tonight about him. It'll pick up tomorrow. We'll be right back here, 10:10. I think 10 o'clock I'll make the live stream. We'll be right back here at 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow with Game 2 of the Guardians season. I look forward to seeing hopefully all you throughout the season again. We're not going to do every game. We're going to do about 60 plus of the 162, somewhere in there. So join us tomorrow if you're free, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here at Grandstand Bettors. Have a good night, everybody, from all the way at T-Mobile Park. This is Grandstand Bettors signing off with yet another Guardians loser. Good night.